Hello ladies and gents, Bushman here and welcome back to my channel, and this is the video you've been waiting for, a brand new medium wood base build, an improved design for solo players and small groups. This base can fit in a dinghy walker and comes in at a grand total of 69 panels. This video is ram-packed with useful information and you'll be well on your way to being the ultimate lone survivalist nomad by the end of it, so be sure to take some notes if required. I'm still working on a main base for the stiletto or toboggan walker, so that video will become later, but as I'm sure you can appreciate, there's some serious grinding to be done for that base as you can fit 200 panels, and I'm wasting so many bone fragments at the moment tinkering about with different designs. I play in a small group, so anything we earn as a group, such as the huge haul you may have seen from the last video, is for the group. Anything I do for my YouTube content, I grind myself when I play solo during the day, but I hear you, I'm working on that video for you. I'm trying to get as much content in as possible before I have to return to work when the planet returns to normal. A few of you have already suggested a raid guide video, which I'm also working on, so stay tuned for that, and smash that subscribe button if you're new here so you never miss a video. Right, come on, let's go Fenton. I'll just start by saying that this base has been quite frustrating to build. I've wasted so many bone frags on this and had to grind them all back again, but I finally have it right. I got so frustrated with one build that I completely dismantled the whole thing and started from scratch again. But it wasn't all a waste of time, as I've learned a lot from the mistakes, so here are some key points when base building to keep in mind so you don't waste your time or resources that I have. A 70 panel medium wood base, which is the maximum for a dinghy walker, will consist of 2,450 wood, 560 bone splinters and 280 wood shafts, and my advice would be to gather all these materials plus a bit extra for mistakes beforehand, so you're not having to run back and forth to add panels. If you have a foundation with one door attached to it, you can only fit small boxes on that foundation, not medium boxes. I had many comments on my previous build with people suggesting different ways to improve the base, such as placing doors all around to make every room accessible, but this can't be done because if you have a foundation with 2 doors on it, you can't place anything on that foundation. If you place a door and finish that foundation with roof and wall panels and want to change the door to another place, once the roof and wall panels are on, you can only place a wall in its place, not a door, so be very careful not to accidentally disassemble a door when the other panels are fitted, as it can cause major problems, as I found out the hard way. All that being said, ladies and gents, let's not beat about the bush and jump straight into it. So here's the base, ladies and gents, and just to add, how good does it look in ultra settings? I have my graphics settings turned down for PvP and almost forgot how great this game looks. We will have to take a walk around the base. I'll show you my layout, then I'll show you step by step how to craft it. First then, looking around the exterior, we have 4 easy access Dropbox loot rooms on both sides, as you can see there. On top, we have the majority of our crafting stations. On one end of the base, we have a space for a bed and a weapons and armor chest. And on the other end of the base, we have more space for crafting stations. You can put all stations on the roof and have both rooms with beds and chests to give you more of a fighting chance, depending on what side they break into first. A point to note is the side I have the bed on gives you access to the whole base, whereas the other side doesn't, but you could always put a door instead of a wall up in the middle there to give you the same access. Now into the front door and then into the middle of the base, in the main loot room you will see 4 medium chests protected by a honeycomb panel. A point to note here is that the box on the bottom can be accessed by breaking just one wall on the outside, so the most secure box is the one on the top, as they would need to break the honeycomb panel to access it. You can also place a small chest on top here for more secure storage. Same goes on the other side. Now moving on to the top floor, we have the same layout with the honeycomb. A point to note here will be the roof is the weakest point. However, it will be a difficult shot depending on where you're caught out to break the roof open, and I'd imagine it would be a rare occurrence. This panel here can also be a door to give you full access from the back room where I had the crafting stations. To fully loot this base, it will cost a grand total of 36 fire arrows, plus a further 10 fire arrows, maybe more, depending on what tier or grade your dinghy is to bust it open. So that's a minimum of 46 fire arrows to take everything you own. In addition, I, like a lot of you out there, use my dinghy base as a farming base, so anything of value is deposited into a main base on board a toboggan, which is safely parked up in the lobby, and I go and deposit into that on a regular basis. So the question is, will it really be worth a Zerg raiding you for basic materials that they get tons of anyway out of the proxy walker? Only time will tell, as I'll be trying my hardest to get raided as soon as possible to test this out to show you guys. So now let's craft this base step by step. The materials you will need to craft this base are 2,415 wood, 552 bone splinters, and 276 wood shafts for the main base, and you will need to have the materials for at least 4 medium chests at the ready to build the base properly. So the materials for the 4 medium boxes are going to be times 100 bone fragments, times 60 stone, and 140 fibre. The items I would strongly recommend to prepare to craft this base are as follows. Times 1 dinghy upgraded to at least tier 1 to be able to pack a base. Times 1 weightless module, which knocks off about 20% of the overall weight of a packed base, which is huge and it's a must. Times 2 advanced hatchet to speed up your farming if you have it unlocked, that is. This will make bone and wood farming a breeze. However, if not, times 5 raw bone hand axe should see you through. Times 1 scythe for fibre farming to make your wood shafts. Times 3 sets of Rupu armour. Times 1 on your person and times 2 stored in the cargo. The best place to find bones is the lava area of the hard difficulty map, so not only will you need armour for players but for Rupus as well, and watch out for that damn crab. Times 3 weapon of your choice. Times 1 on your person and times 2 for your cargo. Times 1 dinghy water storage filled for respawns. Times 2 small chests placed on your walker for quick storage. Times 1 ballista with 20 flint bolts for yellow Rupus if you can't solo them. Times 1 water bottle improvised at a minimum filled. Times 1 foraging pouch or times 1 torque battery filled with torque to add boost to your walker for escapes. Other recommendations then, I would strongly advise upgrading your walker to level 5, which allows 6 modules to be stacked on top of each other, as times 6 weightless modules makes your base and its contents almost have no effect on the overall weight of your walker. To upgrade your walker you need flots, and the price can be accessed by pressing P and then tabbing over to the next page using E and selecting the dinghy. The price increases per level. If you enjoy farming the higher grades of wood and fibre and so on, you can craft a higher quality dinghy, which in turn will have more module slots available, but I haven't got round to doing the more in-depth sides of crafting with higher quality materials as of yet. If you have 2 slots available already, the torque module and weightless module will be a powerful combination. Okay, so hopefully your farming went smoothly and now you're ready to craft the base. Step 1. Make a simple 3x3 footprint. Step 2. Add 2 doors on the side of the base at each corner, then add another 2 doors on the front and back on the middle foundation, taking care not to place on the wrong foundation and waste resources like I've just done there. The doors at the side will become your easy access loot rooms, and the doors at the front and back will act as your hallway through the base. Step 3. Fill the gaps around the outside of the base with wall panels, and now you have something that looks like this. Step 4. Add walls to your easy access loot rooms like so. Step 5. Place 2 medium boxes like so in the centre of the foundation, in between your 2 quick access loot rooms, taking care that the placement of the box is not too far to the back wall and closer to you. Do this again on the opposite side. Step 6. Now take a roof panel and use your scroll wheel to tilt it down towards the box like this. Just to add, I'm not taking credit for this method. I've seen it on Legion Gaming's channel, to which he learned it from a guy called Roy on YouTube, so thank you very much for this. Step 7. If you have the materials to make more medium boxes, place another medium box on top to stack them. Bear in mind we would do exactly the same again on the upper floor, so if you haven't got enough boxes, one will do just fine for now on each side. Then add 2 more doorways to your hall, adding protection to the loot room. Step 9. Add roof panels to the 4 corners, then the middle row covering the main loot room. Don't add roof panels above the front and back door as I do here, as I tried to do something different but exceeded the amount of panels allowed, so had to redesign. Step 10. Add walls completely around the outside of the top floor. You could add battlement walls to the bedrooms if you want, instead of the standard walls, so you'll be able to keep an eye out for incoming players. I personally don't like the idea of people being able to see the layout of the base. Step 11. Add 2 doors for access into the bedrooms, or 1 door and a wall, whatever you prefer. Then finish off with walls to separate the rooms. Step 12. Place 2 more medium boxes with roof panels slanting down towards the box, and stack another medium box if available. Step 13. Roof off the entire base, placing crafting stations and windmills on top. And there you have it, ladies and gents, that's the ultimate solo base build, boasting massive storage capacity, safety and security, and with the weightless modules, it's light as a feather. That will bring us to the end of the video, ladies and gents. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to let me know what you think in the comments, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to click that bell icon and never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.